Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm on campus, as you can see. Just finished with the class. I figured it was best to make this video in its raw format because that's when I think these words would hit the most. So, this video is for people who are changing their departments in their masters, or at least they're trying to do something different in the new stage of their life in their masters, which they did not do in their undergrad. So that means they're doing something which they have no background in. I'm an electrical engineering student. It's raining actually. I don't know if you can see this. It's like kind of cloudy outside. I don't know if the wind is pretty loud, but I mean, fuck it, I guess. Anyways, campus. Pretty. Yeah. Anyways, so just for those guys who think that they're trying to do something different and life is harder for them because they have a learning curve which no one else does, and which the rest of the student don't have because they have the background in whatever it is they're studying. So I was an electrical engineering student in my bachelor's, and now I'm doing computer science. The thing is, like, the pretext of this video is me explaining why life is probably harder for you if you chose to do something which is different and like not standard, not choose to branch out and like do something different in life, and how to stick to it, how to stay motivated throughout it. I have some points prepared which I will talk about in the video, but before I begin, I would like to kind of give you context, which is, if you think that you're having mental health issues with your current workload, or you think that life is too hard, or you're struggling, and whatever it is that you're trying to do is causing a load on your mental health, definitely contact the department or the faction of your university that supports that. Probably have a section of the health section part that deals with like counseling and stuff like that, and they can help you with reduced course load or whatever. But now that I have that disclaimer out of the way, I can kind of get into the meat of the video, which is the biggest thing you need to know when you're trying to do something different, which is not what everyone else around you is doing. The most important thing that you need to know is that you have to stop being a bitch. What that means is you have to stop complaining and whining and thinking life is too hard for you and it's easier for everyone else because you chose the hard route and you have to do more shit than everyone else. Bro, if you don't want to do what you're doing, just quit. If you're still here and if you're still doing the things that you want to be doing, then shut up and put the work in. I do not want to hear you complaining. Okay? I'm in the US. I mean, I'm guessing most of the audience of my channel is in the US, or there are people who are interested in the US or who want to come here. If you're in the US, well, in some shape or form, you have more opportunities than the people living in India or wherever else in the world you're from. And it might not even be about the opportunities, but the fact that you're here in the US, I'm guessing a lot of your friends who are back in India or who are in whatever else, wherever you are in the world, they're probably jealous of the fact that you're in the US, and they're jealous of the fact that you're out here at university studying and like doing cool shit while they're still stuck at home doing their own jobs, right? You're at least you've done something, you've seen something that makes your experiences worthwhile, and it makes you feel like you've done something in life. You've achieved something. At least you're trying, you're making progress. You don't have to be in the US. You could be in Germany, you could be in, I don't know, Australia, you could be in fucking Japan doing something. But the fact that you've stepped out of your home country and you're trying to study and do cool shit and see the world, this itself puts you at an advantage and gives you a life that other people wish that they had. Other people wish that they were in your shoes and they were doing cool shit like you. So you better stop complaining and get your act together and stop thinking your life is so hard. Because there are a lot of people who would trade places with you right now, or who want to be doing what you're doing, right? Maybe your life isn't so bad. Maybe you need to zoom out and realize that what you think are problems aren't really like problems. They're not that bad at all, Maybe it's just drama in your life, and you just need to like take a step back and think, okay, wait, shit isn't that bad. Let me just kind of relax and like do what I'm doing. But yeah, step number one is to stop being a bitch. But I don't want to swear on camera, so like let's keep this PG-13. But yeah, stop complaining, stop whining, okay? Like just get the work done. Get shit done. Yeah. Now, point number 2 is that you have to understand that, well, when everything is said and done, you won't really get a free pass. Life don't give you free passes. I mean, if you think it is, or if you think it does, well, eventually it's gonna hit you with a skill test, right? So what I mean by that is you have to pull your weight in team projects, in group activities, or whatever else is the thing that you're doing. If you're not as good as anybody else because you have less skills than everyone else, you have to put more time in to make sure that your overall contribution at the end of the day is equal to or nearly equal to everyone else. Because if they take, let's say, X amount of time to do what you're doing, and you take 2X amount of time to do what you're doing, you just have to spend the time, because like work is work. People don't care that you don't know shit. You have to learn shit. So even if you're the one with the handicap and you're the one taking extra courses and doing all this shit to understand what's happening in the course or in the class, like, you're the one who has to do it, right? You have to work harder than other people, if you don't have the skills to match their level, because that's the way it works, right? Like otherwise you're just bad. Like otherwise you probably suck and you're gonna get left behind because you're not pulling your weight, and so yeah, just put more work in. This will mean sacrificing certain things, because time is time and time is limited. So if you're gonna have to put more work in, find a way to do that. I want to show you guys this lake that we have over here, which is like really pretty. Hold on, check this shit out. It's kind of like cloudy today, so the lake does appear kind of gray, I guess. Usually it looks better than this. Sky is blue, the water is like clear and stuff. It's like very windy as well. Um, but essentially, yeah, we have a lake, and we have like a scenic spot over here where you can sit and like relax and stuff. I sometimes come here when I'm overwhelmed by my courses and life in general. Just kind of sit here and relax. You know, it's it's pretty cool. Oh yeah. So the next point that I want to mention in the video is that I think it's extremely important to remember why you began your journey. So, could be anything, right? Could be you transitioning from a software engineering career to a data scientist career. Could be you doing the opposite, going from a data science career to a software engineering career. Could be you going from something completely different to computer science. Could be you going from X field to Y field. I don't know, something different, right? But you had a motivation when you began the thing before the challenge hit you. You wanted to be someone, you wanted to do something, you wanted to get to a certain place, right? You wanted to learn something, you wanted to see something, explore something, do things a certain way, figure some shit out. I think that motivation is extremely important. And when the going gets tough, like, remember why you began. Remember what the goal was. Remember what you set out to do. Hopefully helps you, keep on track and stay focused. It helps you prioritize what you need to do and what you don't need to do at the different stages of your life, so that you're making progress towards your goals. Your goals, and your goals by you, I mean you as in the viewer. Your personal goals are extremely important. I think don't do what everyone else is doing. Do what you want to be doing. Do what you need to be doing. Don't do what everyone else is doing just because you're a part of the pack. Do what you want to be doing. I think we're old enough. I think if you've come for your masters, you're like old enough to like make your own choices now. So do what you think you need to be doing to get to the future you want, irrespective of what everyone else is doing in their life, right? Like, I make these videos on YouTube. None of my friends do. I'm probably one of the only YouTubers on NC State. I don't even care. Like, I do it because it's fun. Like, I like doing this stuff. So, yeah, hey, I'm here. I'm listening to my heart and just doing stuff that I like. So, do stuff that you like. Because otherwise, you might end up at a point and realize that you didn't really make the progress towards, the future that you wanted, and now you just have less time on your hands to reach the same point, So that's very important. Remember why you began. Use that motivation to inspire you when the going gets tough. I think that's very important. Also, point number 4, there are birds chirping. Okay. Point number 4 is, while, it may feel at times that you're putting in almost double the amount of work everyone else is putting in, maybe 1.5 to double the amount of work everyone else is putting in, because let's say you're learning a subject and you have no idea what the teacher is saying in class, and because you're missing the whole BTech, the whole bachelor's part of the thing, and you have to like study the thing. And so, you're like watching videos and you're like learning all this stuff to understand what the guy is saying in class and all that stuff. And you may feel handicapped. You may feel like, you're not good enough. It's too hard. I didn't sign up for this. What do I do now? Blah, blah, all that stuff. But, I think remember that, the underdog in the competition, like the guy who no one thought would win, victory tastes a lot sweeter for that guy than the guy who's at second place and just has one rank left to climb, right? Keep that in mind. And, well, most importantly, I think the last thing I want to leave you with is don't think that it's impossible, because, I mean, as long as you have the opportunity, like, everything is possible. A lot of people might think jumping from electrical engineering to computer science is impossible. I did it. I'm doing great. I know friends who did it. They're doing great. Obviously, to make such a jump, I did join an IT company first and worked there for a few years before coming to my master's. I think working at the IT company helped my resume and my applications and stuff, and that's why I got in here at NC State. But if I hadn't had that, it'd be difficult, but then I'd need to be looking for other options to kind of make sure I get in there, or get in somewhere where I can end up doing what I want to do. But, opportunities are important. The most important thing is believe you can, like, I can't stress how important this is, like, because if you don't think you can do it, you're not going to try. If you don't try, you're just never going to make any progress because you never tried. So believe you can do it and put the work in. You'll be surprised how far you go in life. But yeah, this video is basically me saying, if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling kind of weighed down by, maybe overwhelmed by all the stuff that's being thrown at you and all the shit you didn't sign up for, and things look difficult for you or whatever, like, don't worry, right? Just tweak your schedule, find the time to do the things you need to do, prioritize different things so you get the time to do what you need to do. Really think hard about what it is you actually need to do in order to succeed in your thing. You might be blowing your problems out of proportion by thinking they're harder than they actually are. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. If you're suffering from imposter syndrome, don't worry. We've all been there. I think it's probably a very common part of joining a new program, or like joining a new university or whatever, or reaching a stage where you're like doing something new in life. But yeah, that's about it. Honestly, I'm thinking of doing more vlog style videos on this channel, but we'll see where it goes. If you thought this video was helpful in any way, or if you want to see, comment down what you want to see on the channel. That's kind of what I wanted to say to you guys today. Drop a like, subscribe, blah blah, all that. Do it if you want. You don't have to. But yeah, that's about it. Stay safe, stay happy, take care of yourself and others, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Have a great day.